Hey guys, Justin from Core Performance here. Excited to bring you guys another installment in our Best Plate Carrier series. So when we released Best Plate Carriers of 2025, a bunch of y'all had asked us to put all of the testing data into one spot to make it much easier to compare the carriers. Now we've done that and put all of the tables with all of our testing data in the blog articles, which are linked in the show notes below. But in this series of videos, we're putting all of the data from all the videos together so you guys can watch them in one shot. So in this video, we are doing the best and the worst of issued U.S. military plate carriers. Now, quick note and quick disclaimer, okay, we've included the AVS and the JPC 2.0 because while we recognize that they are not issued to everyone, they are issued to a lot of people. Another note, this is a compilation video, so some of the videos and some of the carriers in this series or in this video are covered with older videos in terms of production date, not release date of the carrier. So those older videos will have audio from our earlier production days where the quality is not quite as good. We apologize in advance, but just giving you a heads up so that you can manage your volume controls accordingly. You'll notice that the newer videos have much better audio, so just keep that in mind as you're viewing it. Last and absolutely not least, we want to know, what do you think are the best and the worst U.S. military issued plate carriers? Let us know in the comments below. Let's get to it. Stay frosty. In 2010, Crye Precision launched the Jumpable Plate Carrier, or JPC. The JPC marked a turning point in plate carrier design, away from a mindset of cover everything, protect everything, carry everything that is best represented by the iconic LBT 6094. Instead, the JPC ushered in an era that favored speed, maneuverability, and weight reduction. In 2015, Crye Precision again stunned the world with the launch of the JPC 2.0. Since then, many consider the JPC 2.0 to be the reference standard for modern plate carriers. And this era and design philosophy is something with which we have become so familiar that most Chinese counterfeits and even some American influencer companies have copied it so substantially as to make it nearly impossible to tell them apart. But it has been nearly 8 years since the launch of the JPC 2.0, and materials, technology, and construction techniques have evolved significantly since then. This begs the question, how does the JPC 2.0, largely unchanged since its 2015 debut, stack up against modern minimalist plate carriers? Stay tuned to this episode of Core Performance Insights to find out. A quick note on format. For those of you who are new to this series, this actually is not going to be a normal plate carrier review or review video like you might be accustomed to finding on YouTube. This actually started as a way for us answering customer questions that were asked regularly about how to integrate our thermoregulation and hydration tools from our Ice Age ecosystem. As such, our format is mostly empirical. It will attempt to be as quantitative and scientific as possible. While we're not perfect, we'll make every effort to avoid sharing qualitative opinions, conjecture, etc., basically anything that can't be considered absolute fact. You guys are professionals. Our job is to merely provide you with as much information as you need to make the best decisions to help you be the greatest version of yourself. Thermoregulation is the next night vision, something we've been saying practically since the day we started the company. As such, integration of our Ice Age ecosystem of thermoregulation and hydration tools is the foundation of this Insights series. The JPC 2.0 is an ideal candidate for our IceVents Aero minimalist plate carrier shoulder pads, though you can upgrade to IceVents Classic heavy loadout plate carrier shoulder pads for when your JPC 2.0 wants to pretend it is an AVS. That video is coming soon. Both IceVents Aero and IceVents Classic will facilitate convective thermoregulation for your shoulders while distributing load. This is a capability unique to our ice vents technology. As for convective torso thermoregulation, the JPC 2.0 lacks any Velcro loop or MOLLE/maps of any kind like our IcePlate EXO. This means it does not have the ability to run our Ice Vents classic ventilation pontoons for convective thermoregulation under body armor. This lack of loop Velcro or MOLLE also means that the JPC 2.0 limits our IMS and IMS Pro to external hard cell hydration mode only on the rear plate bag. You won't be able to take advantage of the conductive thermoregulation capabilities of our IMS Pro. This lack of integrated thermoregulation capabilities is where the JPC 2.0 starts to show its age. One of the most frequently asked questions we get when it comes to IMS and IMS Pro with the JPC 2.0, SPC, or the AVS is, will you make a zip-on version for your IMS or IMS Pro? While circumstances may change, for now the answer is no, and the reason is that there is no zipper standard for back panels in the industry. This means we'd have to manufacture zip-on back panels in a minimum of 4 different specifications, which would dramatically increase costs for the most marginal of benefits. Moreover, both IMS and IMS Pro already come with up to 2 universal attachment mechanisms, MOLLE and Velcro. Our IcePlate EXO MOLLE placard is compatible with the JPC 2.0 using G-hooks or swift clips. But the catch is that the JPC 2.0 only has an anchor point for the top of the swift clips. The bottom of the female swift clip will be left dangling and unsecured, relying entirely on the Velcro interface between the placard and the JPC 2.0. Finally, the JPC 2.0 is compatible with our Ice Shield Plus plate carrier hand warmer. So YouTube is telling us that less than 10% of you guys who are watching this video are subscribed to the channel. If we could, we'd love to ask you to smash that subscribe, like, and notification button to help others get the information that they need to, well, be free. Other than temperature, few things impact human performance more than weight. Ounces equal pounds and pounds equal pain. We all have heard it, we all know it. Dry, the Crye Precision JPC 2.0 tips the scales at 22.95 ounces or 1.43 pounds. This weight includes the front and rear plate bags, cummerbund, shock cord, and shoulder shrouds. Much like the Airlight SPC, Crye Precision advertises the JPC 2.0 as weighing, quote, just over a pound, end quote, as you can see here. A pound is 16 ounces, which means Crye's definition of just over a pound actually represents a difference of 43.44%. Just imagine if your entire kit was 43.44% heavier than advertised. To find out how this weight compares to other carriers like our IcePlate EXO, Crye Precision's Airlight SPC, or the Faro Concepts FCPC V5, click on the link below in the show notes to check out our plate carrier weight calculator. It's super interesting stuff, and the guys did a great job putting it together. Wet weight matters. More than dry weight? It depends on your mission. Whether saltwater or sweat, the ability of a plate carrier to repel and shed water weight and to do so quickly can have a dramatic impact on operator performance. The front and rear JPC 2.0 plate bags, plus the shoulder shrouds and the cummerbund, came in at 39.6 ounces wet. This compares to a dry weight of 22.95 ounces. If you've watched any of our earlier videos in this series, you know that our experimental design is simple, and it is the same for all PCs we test in the series. First, we submerge the carrier in water for 60 minutes. We remove it and hang dry it for 60 seconds. Then we weigh it. We conduct all of these tests inside our office, which is climate controlled at 71 degrees Fahrenheit, to make sure external variables like sunlight, wind, etc. are not present. Our scale is always zeroed to account for the weight of the bin. What materials did you use to build a plate carrier 7 years ago? Probably nylon, Velcro, tweed, plastic, shock cord, metal, and tigris, at least in the cummerbund. The signature JPC yokes were originally made out of a material called Hapalon. Hapalon was discontinued some time ago, and now these yokes are cut from hank. HANK stands for High Abrasion Resistant Neoprene Kevlar, which you can also find on the laser-cut drink tube routing ports found on our IMS. HANK is manufactured by a Swedish company called Trelleborg. Some of you may recall that Trelleborg is the same company that manufactures the laminate used on the Airlight SPC. When it comes to thermoregulation and hydration integration on the JPC 2.0, it is simple. It doesn't have any native capabilities. The ability to augment the JPC 2.0 with thermoregulation and hydration is limited. As we mentioned earlier, the JPC 2.0 is not compatible with IMS Pro, so an ice plate cannot be worn internally without modification of the JPC 2.0 plate bags or external support. The reason for this is because the plate bags do not have internal loop Velcro, maps, or MOLLE. This means you cannot get any conductive thermoregulation with the JPC 2.0. With regards to convection, or what we more commonly refer to as evaporation, the JPC 2.0 plate bags again show their age a bit because they only have this tiny bit of spacer mesh at the top of the plate bag, and we don't really know why, since there is no organic ventilation system built throughout the plate bag like on our IcePlate EXO. Also, without loop Velcro or MOLLE, you can't run IceFence Classic ventilation pontoons. The shoulder straps have loop Velcro that can be used for adding IceFence Classic ventilation pontoons if you don't want to use the one route. This is where the JPC 2.0 really shines. It features a quick-release system that operates with Velcro and doesn't have any hardware like the First Spare tubes or the Espeto quick clips we used to use on our Gen 1 IcePlate EXO. This is the most innovative quick-release system on the market today. We can say this factually because there is almost no way for this system to break, unlike the First Spare tube system or even our old Espeto quick clips, which both use injection-molded male-female parts that can break, and they have. The quick-release system used on the JPC 2.0 and also the Airlight SPC is patented, so a huge hat tip to Crye Precision here for inventing such a simple quick-release system that is worthy of a utility patent. The JPC 2.0 is also compatible with all AVS detachable front flaps. This is simple. It's Velcro, it's MOLLE, it's zip-on panels. This zip-on panel is a number 10 Visalon zipper by YKK. This zipper is commercially available, but this length is unique to Crye Precision. This means you can only use Crye Precision zip-on back panels. This same proprietary zipper length tactic is also used by Spiritus Systems, Faro Concepts, and Velocity Systems. One question we get all the time when it comes to zip-on back panels is, can I run your IMS or your IMS Pro combo with my Crye zip-on back panel? The answer is a resounding yes. It's actually incredibly simple, as you can see here, and we also have links below in the show notes with more details. When it comes to variety, the JPC 2.0 is available in colors you would expect from the company that invented multicam. It's available in multicam, multicam black, multicam alpine, multicam tropic, coyote, Ranger Green, and Black. As far as sizes, the JPC 2.0 plate bags are available in small, medium, large, and extra large. The shoulders and cummerbund allow for a wide range of adjustability. As you can see here, the JPC 2.0 has a 4.25-inch length of Velcro on the shoulders and a nearly unlimited amount of adjustability in the cummerbund because it uses shock cord that you can set to your preferred length. The JPC 2.0 plate bags cover a range of plate sizes in both SAPI, eSAPI, and swimmer cuts that you can see here. Small, medium, large, extra large. If you are between sizes or your plates exceed 1.25 inches in thickness, Crye recommends sizing up. The country of origin, commonly abbreviated as COO, is an incredibly important consideration when it comes to plate carrier selection. COO is a dependable but not absolute indicator of innovation, quality, and craftsmanship. According to the Crye Precision website, the JPC 2.0, like all Crye Precision products, is made in America from American materials. Price. This is the last and probably least important consideration when selecting your plate carrier because, well, we are talking about your life here. The JPC 2.0 is listed on the Crye Precision website for $241.90 as of the recording of this video, which is October 2022. This includes the plate bags and the cummerbund. That's going to do it for our review of the Crye Precision JPC 2.0. We hope you guys enjoyed it. We hope you found it very helpful, and we're really curious to hear what you think. How does the Crye Precision JPC 2.0 stack up against other modern minimalist plate carriers? As always, thanks for joining us, guys, and we'll catch you next time. Stay frosty. At SHOT Show 2012, Crye Precision debuted the AVS, or Adaptable Vest System. The AVS would eventually replace the MBAV, or Modular Body Armor Vest, which was standard issue to some soft units at the time and already a decade old itself. The goal with the AVS was simple: full spectrum scalability, load carrying that could go from low vis to fully armored LBV. Now, roughly 11 years after the debut of the AVS, GWOT is over. Threats have changed. Focus has shifted, markets have evolved, and the world is a very different place than it was. Questions about how well the AVS has aged have started to emerge. So the big question now is, does the AVS have what it takes to be a contender in 2022 and beyond? Stay tuned to this episode of Core Performance Insights to find out. A quick note on format. For those of you who are new to this series, this actually is not going to be a normal plate carrier review or review video like you might be accustomed to finding on YouTube. This actually started as a way for us answering customer questions that were asked regularly about how to integrate our thermoregulation and hydration tools from our Ice Age ecosystem. As such, our format is mostly empirical. It will attempt to be as quantitative and scientific as possible. While we're not perfect, we'll make every effort to avoid sharing qualitative opinions, conjecture, etc., basically anything that can't be considered absolute fact. You guys are professionals. Our job is to merely provide you with as much information as you need to make the best decisions to help you be the greatest version of yourself. Ice Age ecosystem integration is the first category we are going to cover, since thermoregulation is the next night vision and product integration is the genesis of these videos. The AVS is an ideal host platform for our IceFence Classic heavy loadout plate carrier shoulder pads. IceFence Classic will facilitate convective thermoregulation while distributing load using their unique cellular matrix honeycomb architecture. As for our AVS harness, it is as if it was made for our IceFence plate carrier ventilation pontoons. Since IceFence Classic plate carrier ventilation pontoons are hook-backed, they can be placed anywhere you want them inside the AVS harness, serving as direct one-to-one upgrades for the stock foam pads provided with the AVS. As many of you know, our IceFence technology is quite a bit different from foam, as it is 90% air by volume, antimicrobial at the molecular level, and has omnidirectional ventilation under load. The hook-receptive loop lining of the AVS harness is also ideal for mounting IMS Pro internally. This unique lining makes the AVS one of a select few plate carriers on the market today capable of running IMS Pro internally, like our IcePlate EXO. Under the armor mounting lets users take full advantage of the conductive thermoregulation plus hydration power of IcePlate Curve. If conductive thermoregulation is not feasible, our IMS combo fits perfectly on the back in either standalone configuration via MOLLE or riding under Crye's zip-on back panels for external hard cell hydration only. So YouTube is telling us that less than 10% of you guys who are watching this video are subscribed to the channel. If we could, we'd love to ask you to smash that subscribe, like, and notification button to help others get the information that they need to, well, be free. Weight matters because it is persistent and impacts human performance in ways that few other attributes can replicate. Dry, the AVS plate bags only tip the scales at 21.2 ounces.
The AVS harness is even heavier than the plate bags themselves, coming in at 23.15 ounces. Add on the AVS detachable flap M4 at 4 ounces, and that brings the total weight of the AVS system you see here to 48.35 ounces. This makes the AVS the heaviest plate carrier we have reviewed to date by a significant margin. Wet weight is an underexamined and underappreciated technical consideration for plate carrier design and selection. The obvious reasons being maritime operations and, well, sweat. In our testing, the Crye Precision AVS weighs 70.95 ounces wet. This means the AVS gains 22.6 ounces when submerged. To put this in perspective, the AVS gains more water weight when submerged than the dry weight of the Faro Concepts FCPC V5, Crye Precision SPC, or our Iceblade EXO. To learn more about plate carrier weight, you can check out the link below in our show notes, which will take you to our plate carrier weight calculator, something that is a very useful tool and that our team did a great job putting together. For those of you curious about our experimental design, all of our wet weight tests are conducted in our climate-controlled office to account for evaporation, sunlight, and other external factors that require consistency. As you might expect from a plate carrier designed more than 11 years ago, the AVS is built from fairly standard and traditional materials, all of which are made right here in America: nylon, Velcro, tweed, felt, hook receptive loop, and metal. Like most modern plate carriers and armor systems, the AVS does not have any conductive or convective thermoregulation systems organically integrated into the design. Crye Precision offers foam pads that attach via Velcro all over the AVS. These pads add some standoff ventilation, but ultimately add to heat buildup because foam is an insulator commonly found in things like beverage coolers. This allows for easy mounting of ice vents and IMS Pro, as mentioned earlier in our Ice Age ecosystem integration segment. The AVS with harness is designed to disperse heavy loads across the user's entire back and shoulders. The AVS is also able to scale up or down to match the mission at hand with multiple configurations. AVS base configuration, strap; AVS plate carrier configuration, 2-band skeletal cummerbund; AVS assault configuration, 3-band skeletal cummerbund. The AVS utilizes Crye's zip-on back panel as well as the AVS-specific front bag flaps. The front plate bag of the AVS uses Airlight and AVS-specific placard mounting. On the backside, the rear plate bag sports PALS/MOLLE and the same YKK number 10 Vislon zipper adapters found on the JPC and the SPC for full interoperability within the Crye Precision family. As with the JPC and the SPC, this zipper length is proprietary to Crye, even though the number 10 YKK Vislon zipper is rather ubiquitous. The front plate bag does not have the ability to accept Swift Clip or G-Hook enabled placards out of the gate. The AVS comes in these sizes here: small, medium, large, and extra large. It also comes in the standard colorways that you see here: black, multicam, coyote, and ranger green. Crye Precision doesn't give sizing specifics, but pick the plate size that fits you and go with that size for the rest of the carrier. You have a generous amount of adjustability, but the harness will work best if you pick the correct size. While Crye Precision does not specifically state what plates fit in each plate bag, the sizing is roughly the same as standard ESAPI plate sizing and comes in small, medium, large, and extra large. Country of origin. The country of origin, commonly abbreviated as COO, is an incredibly important consideration when it comes to plate carrier selection. COO is a dependable but not absolute indicator of innovation, quality, and craftsmanship. According to the Crye Precision website, the AVS, like all Crye Precision products, is made right here in America from American materials. According to the Crye Precision website, pricing breaks down like this for the components we used and weighed in this video. The AVS is a bit of an outlier in that this selection represents a small sample of the AVS family of accessories, which is rather vast. The components we tested are the AVS standard plate pouch set, which comes in at $341.30, the AVS harness at $259.30, the AVS detachable flap M4 flat at $60.80, all of which combine to bring the grand total for these components to $661.40.
So that's going to do it for our technical overview of the Crye Precision AVS, or Adaptable Vest System. We hope you guys enjoyed it, found it helpful, and to stay up to date on all the latest in all aspect thermoregulation, don't forget to follow us on Instagram @Core Performance and subscribe to our Launchpad email list, link down below. I'm your host, Justin Lee, and until next time, stay frosty.
The Improved Outer Tactical Vest, or IOTV, introduced by the US military in 2007, marks a notable improvement in body armor technology. It provides enhanced protection and modularity for soldiers in combat. Initially developed during the Iraq and Afghanistan conflicts, the IOTV replaced the older Outer Tactical Vest, or OTV. Key features of the IOTV include better weight distribution, an emergency quick-release system, and improved ballistic protection. Despite the adoption of newer systems like the Modular Scalable Vest, or MSV, starting in 2018, the IOTV continues to be used by various US military units and allied forces, highlighting its durability and widespread use. This review will examine the latest generation of the IOTV, the Gen 4. Over its decade-plus service, the IOTV has been criticized for its weight, particularly by dismounted infantry. Meanwhile, the commercial market has trended towards lighter, more minimalist plate carriers. For many military personnel, the IOTV is their primary experience with body armor. This raises important questions. Do scalable systems like the IOTV remain relevant today, and how do they compare to the latest commercial innovations? Stay tuned to this episode of Core Performance Insights to find out. Format. For newcomers to this series, our videos aren't standard reviews. We develop them to answer frequent customer questions about integrating our Ice Age ecosystem's thermoregulation and hydration tools with various plate carriers available today. Our approach is strictly empirical. We present objective, quantifiable data supported by instruments and documentation whenever possible. We strive to avoid any subjective or qualitative information. We don't share conjecture or opinions. We aim to provide the data necessary to make informed decisions, empowering you to reach your highest potential. This is what building a superhuman future is all about. Relationship disclosures. We have never had and do not currently have any business relationship with any of the IOTV manufacturers, of which there are many. We purchased this IOTV from the military surplus market. Ice Age ecosystem integration. Thermoregulation is the next night vision. Since our inception, we've asserted that eliminating temperature constraints in combat can be as transformative as operating in complete darkness. Thus, our Ice Age ecosystem of thermoregulation and hydration tools is central to this Insight series. Despite its age, the IOTV is fully compatible with our Ice Age ecosystem and is designed, in part, to modernize older plate carriers. Our system's cooling, heating, and hydration core, the ice plate curve, can be mounted internally via the IMS Versa for conductive cooling and heating, and to provide 50 fluid ounces of hydration. Additionally, the IMS can be attached externally on the rear plate bag for hydration or in tandem with the IMS Versa combo for a combined total of 100 fluid ounces of hydration. One member of the IMS family that is not compatible is the IMS Pro. This is due to the IOTV lacking internal loop Velcro or Molly field. Catamaran effectively creates ventilation between the plate bags and your body for convective cooling using IceVent's classic ventilation pontoons. IceVent's Aero and IceVent's classic shoulder pads also seamlessly integrate with the IOTV. YouTube shows that only 8% of our viewers are subscribed. Subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell to stay updated and help us foster a culture of better informed end users. Weight significantly affects human performance. Every ounce adds up and every pound matters. This is a well-known fact, particularly among those using body armor systems like the IOTV. One of the most common complaints about the IOTV system is its weight. Given that the IOTV is a modular, scalable system, we'll measure two configurations. One for the plate carrier alone, and another with the additional collar, deltoid, back, and groin protection add-ons. Note that these weights do not include the softer hard armor. Dry, with just the front and rear plate bags and cummerbund, the IOTV weighs 58.4 ounces, or 3.65 pounds. When fully equipped with all the protective add-ons, the IOTV weighs 131.2 ounces, or 8.2 pounds. To see how this compares to other carriers like our IcePlate EXO, Crye Precision JPC 2.0, Crye Precision AVS, or Shaw Concepts ARC V3, Check out our Best Plate Carriers 2024 article and video. We've compiled one of the most comprehensive databases of plate carrier data to ensure you have all the information needed to make an informed decision. Does wet weight matter more than dry weight? It depends on your mission. Whether dealing with salt water or sweat, a plate carrier's ability to repel and shed water weight quickly can significantly affect operator performance. When wet, the IOTV with just the plate bags and cummerbund weighs 82.4 ounces, or 5.15 pounds. With all the protective add-ons, it comes to 171.2 ounces, or 10.7 pounds. For those who have seen our technical plate carrier overview series, you know our testing method is straightforward and consistent across all plate carriers. Submerge the carrier in water for 60 minutes. Hang it to dry for 60 seconds. Record the weight. All tests are conducted in our controlled HQ2 facility in Knoxville, Tennessee to eliminate external variables like sunlight and wind. Materials. The Improved Outer Tactical Vest, or IOTV, is constructed using multiple robust materials. It incorporates nylon webbing and hook and loop fasteners for durability and secure attachment. The external shell is made from heavy-duty nylon, providing abrasion resistance. Foam padding is included to reduce impact, while various fasteners and adjustment points ensure a secure and customizable fit. Price. Price is the least important factor when choosing a plate carrier, as it concerns life-saving equipment. The IOTV Gen 4 we are reviewing can be found on the surplus market for approximately $1,200 to $1,500, including deltoid protector assemblies and a groin protector. Prices can vary based on condition, and purchasing just the plate bags and cummerbund can cost between $500 and $800. This makes the IOTV the most expensive plate carrier we have reviewed in our Insight series thus far. Thermal transmittance. What is thermal transmittance, and why does it matter for plate carriers? Thermal transmittance is the rate at which heat passes through a material. For plate carriers, it relates to the body-facing side of the plate carrier plate bag. Well-insulated materials, such as walls or winter jackets, have low thermal transmittance and effectively protect against external temperature changes, making them suitable for environments like homes, vehicles, or cold weather gear. In contrast, materials with high thermal transmittance are advantageous for active gear, like running clothes, PT outfits, combat uniforms, or plate carriers, as they allow the body to release excess heat generated during physical activity. Tactical gear inherently provides some insulation, so selecting equipment, especially plate carriers and body armor, with high thermal transmittance is crucial. This allows your body's natural cooling processes to function efficiently, helping you manage body temperature independently of your gear. This is essential for preventing heat-related issues and maintaining effectiveness in the field. Some plate carriers, like our IcePlate XO Gen 3, enhance your body's thermal regulation, boosting performance. For those lacking this feature, integrating items from our Ice Age ecosystem such as the IMS Pro, IMS Versa, Ice Fence, and Catamaran can improve thermal efficiency, comfort, and performance. For a detailed understanding of heat transfer methods and their relevance to your gear, check out the infographics in our Insights blog article, The Methods of Heat Transfer, linked in the show notes below. For those interested in the specifics of our thermal transmittance testing methodology, here's our experimental design. Take a FLIR camera surface reading of the body-facing side of the plate bags at room temperature. Place a single ice plate curve fresh from the freezer into the plate bag. Close the plate bag and place a hard armor plate on top for 30 seconds to simulate wearing the plate carrier. This short exposure tests efficiency, not capacity. Remove the hard armor plate from the surface, and finally take a new FLIR surface temperature reading. Interpreting these numbers is straightforward. The smaller the difference between the initial surface temperature and the room temperature reading, the lower the thermal transmittance of that plate bag. This means the carrier traps and retains more heat, making you hotter. Conversely, a larger difference indicates higher thermal transmittance, allowing the plate carrier to dissipate heat more effectively and letting your body's thermal regulation mechanisms function more naturally. The IOTV's baseline surface temperature is 84.1 degrees Fahrenheit. And the ice plate inside surface temperature averages 63.8 degrees Fahrenheit, resulting in a thermal shift of 20.3 degrees Fahrenheit. The table below shows how the IOTV compares to other plate carriers tested. Despite its bulkier design, the IOTV performed well in this test due to the thin material used for the plate bag's body-facing side, allowing for efficient heat transfer. This performance would vary with the included soft armor panels, adding more material through which heat needs to escape, so we decided to include that testing also. With the soft armor panels inserted, the IOTV's baseline surface temperature is 83.55 degrees Fahrenheit. With the frozen ice plate inside, the surface temperature comes in at 82.88 degrees Fahrenheit. This gives us a thermal shift of 0.75 degrees Fahrenheit. a completely different outcome compared to the test without the soft armor. This additional test was crucial because the IOTV can be configured from a plate carrier setup with hard rifle-rated plates for ballistic threats to a comprehensive body armor system with both soft and hard armor designed to protect against bullets, frag, and shrapnel. Depending on your operational needs, the inclusion of soft armor may be necessary. However, it's important to note that it significantly affects thermal transmittance. Unique features. The IOTV boasts several unique features designed for enhanced functionality and safety. One standout feature is its concealed lanyard, which allows for rapid disassembly of the entire armor system. This quick release mechanism is crucial for emergencies, such as when the wearer falls into water or needs to escape a hazardous situation. It also facilitates faster access for medical personnel to reach and treat injuries, addressing a significant limitation in the previous interceptor system. Another key feature of the IOTV is its scalability in meeting various threat levels. It includes optional components such as neck and throat protection, groin protection, and deltoid protectors. These can be added or removed based on the mission or threat environment specific requirements, providing customizable user protection. Attachment mechanisms. The IOTV allows for Velcro, MOLLE, and Swift Clip compatibility. The IOTV does not have zipper back panel compatibility. Variety. The IOTV was made originally in UCP camouflage, with later generations made in the multicam-like operational camouflage pattern, or OCP, also known as Scorpion W2. Sizing adjustability. The IOTV is available in various sizes to fit different body types and ensure proper protection. The available sizes include extra small, small, medium, large, extra large, medium long, extra large long, 2X large, 3X large, and 4X large. The shoulder straps have 8.25 inches of adjustability, and the cummerbund has 4.37 inches of adjustability. The IOTV can accept ESAPI plates in sizes extra small through extra large, with each plate corresponding to the specific body armor sizes to ensure comprehensive ballistic protection for different body types. Country of origin. Country of origin is a critical consideration when selecting a plate carrier. Country of origin is a dependable but not absolute indicator of innovation, quality, and craftsmanship. The IOTV is manufactured in the United States by various defense contractors such as BAE Systems and Point Blank Enterprises, ensuring compliance with U.S. regulations like the Berry Amendment, which mandates domestic production for military body armor. That concludes our technical overview of the IOTV. In contexts such as near-peer conflicts involving artillery, like the war in Ukraine, the modular protection in the IOTV offers can be invaluable. For others, the added weight and bulk might impact performance and survival. Your specific use case will determine which equipment best suits your needs. We hope you found this overview both informative and enjoyable. Have you been issued an IOTV, or are you currently using one? We'd love to hear about your experiences. Share your stories and insights in the comments below. To stay updated on the latest in all aspect thermal regulation and more, follow us on Instagram at Core Performance and subscribe to our Launchpad email list. Join us in building a superhuman future. Until next time, stay frosty.
The U.S. Army's Modular Scalable Vest, or MSV, was first introduced in 2018 as part of the Soldier Protection System, or SPS, and it was aimed at replacing the Improved Outer Tactical Vest, or IOTV. Designed to provide soldiers with adaptable protection in both high and low threat environments, the MSV offers a modern solution to weight reduction and scalability. The vest can be worn in various configurations, allowing soldiers to adjust their armor level based on the mission requirements. This is a fundamental departure from its predecessors, often more rigid in their use. In this Core Performance Insights episode, we explore the MSV's technical specifications, performance metrics, and comparisons to other plate carriers in use today. Let's get started. If you're new to this series, our videos are far from typical reviews. They're designed to answer frequent customer questions about how to integrate our Ice Age ecosystem's thermal regulation and hydration tools with popular plate carriers. We take a purely data-driven approach, offering objective, measurable insights backed by instruments and documentation whenever possible. Facts don't change most people's opinions because most people don't base their opinions on facts. Instead, they shape the facts to fit their opinions. We strive to change that. With life-preserving equipment, there is no room for letting bias and emotion stand in the way of performance. In our reviews, you will find no opinions or guesswork, just the empirical facts to help you make informed decisions and unlock your full potential. That's the essence of building a superhuman future.
Let's cover relationship disclosures. We have no relationship with any of the manufacturers of the Modular Scalable Vest. Now let's talk about Ice Age ecosystem integration.
Upgrading your plate carrier with thermal regulation features boosts performance in austere environments. The MSV seamlessly integrates our thermal regulation tools, like the IMS Versa for mounting ice plate, our flagship solution for conductive cooling, heating, and hydration capability. For convective cooling, ice vents pads increase airflow between your body and gear. You can enhance shoulder comfort and load distribution with IceVent's Classic or Aero pads. At the same time, IceVent's plate carrier ventilation pontoons improve airflow by attaching to the body-facing side of your plate carrier bags through our catamaran combo. YouTube shows that only 8% of our viewers are subscribed to our channel. Support liberty. Hit the subscribe, like, and notification buttons to help empower freedom lovers everywhere.
Few things affect performance like weight. Ounces make pounds and pounds make pain. So let's check out the dry weight of the MSV.
One of the main complaints for the IOTV was its weight. The MSV has supposedly gained some ground on this problem and is proposed as being 26% lighter than its predecessor. With just the front and rear plate bags and cummerbunds, the MSV weighs 3.3 pounds or 52.8 ounces. Keep in mind that this weight does not include the soft armor inserts. Want to see how this compares to other carriers we've tested? Click the link in the show notes below to check out our Best Plate Carriers of 2024 article and video.
Does wet weight matter more than dry weight? Depends on the mission. Whether it's saltwater or sweat, how well a plate carrier sheds and repels water can greatly impact your performance. Let's dunk the MSV and find out how it holds up.
As with all our tests in the Technical Plate Carrier Overview series, we keep it simple. Submerge the carrier in water for 60 minutes, hang dry for 60 seconds, and record the weight. We run all tests in our new HQ2 facility in Knoxville, Tennessee to eliminate environmental variables like sunlight and wind. After submerging, the MSV weighs 4.55 pounds or 72.8 ounces. It's important to note that this weight does not include the soft armor inserts. For complete comparison data, check out our Best Plate Carriers of 2024 article, linked in the show notes below. Materials. The MSV is constructed with laser-cut laminate, nylon webbing, hook and loop, and utilizes Duraflex buckles and YKK zippers.
What is thermal transmittance and why does it matter for plate carriers? Thermal transmittance refers to the rate at which heat moves through a material. In the context of plate carriers, it specifically pertains to the body-facing side of the plate carrier plate bag.
When a material, such as a wall or a plate bag, is well insulated, it has a low thermal transmittance, making it effective at protecting against external temperature changes. Ideal for homes, vehicles, or cold weather gear. Conversely, poorly insulated materials have a high thermal transmittance, which benefits active or athletic apparel like running gear, PT outfits, combat uniforms, or plate carriers. High thermal transmittance allows the body to release excess heat generated during intense physical activity. Given the tactical gear inherently provides some insulation level, choosing equipment, particularly plate carriers and body armor, with the highest possible thermal transmittance is crucial. Essentially, you need gear with minimal insulation to enable your body's cooling processes to function optimally, helping you manage body temperature independently of your gear. This is critical to prevent heat-related issues, ensuring you remain effective and increasing your survival chances in the field. Some plate carriers, such as our Ice Plate XO Gen 3, augment and enhance your body's thermal regulation mechanisms, boosting your physiological performance. For carriers lacking this feature, you can integrate items from our Ice Age ecosystem, like the IMS Pro, IMS Versa, IceVents, and Catamaran, to improve their thermal efficiency. For a detailed understanding of heat transfer methods and their relevance to your gear, check out the infographics in our Insights blog article, The Methods of Heat Transfer, linked in the show notes below. For all you super nerds out there who want to know the experimental design for our thermal transmittance testing, here it is. Take a FLIR camera surface reading of the body-facing side of the plate bags at room temperature. Place a single ice plate curve fresh out of the freezer into the same plate bag. Close the plate bag and place a hard armor plate on top of it for 30 seconds to simulate the effect of putting it on the plate carrier. Use short exposure time to test efficiency, not capacity. Remove the hard armor plate from the surface of the subject plate bag. Take a new FLIR surface temperature reading. Without the soft armor inserted, the MSV recorded a baseline surface temperature of 80 degrees Fahrenheit and an ice plate's inside temperature of 62 degrees Fahrenheit, resulting in a thermal shift of 18 degrees Fahrenheit.
With soft armor inserted, the MSV recorded a baseline surface temperature of 81 degrees Fahrenheit and an ice plate's inside temperature of 78 degrees Fahrenheit, yielding a thermal shift of just 3 degrees Fahrenheit. What do these numbers mean? We've added 2 data labels for an unbiased analytical context: mean on the left and median on the right. As a quick refresher, the mean, often called the average, is the sum of all values divided by the number of values. The median is the middle value of a dataset when ordered from the smallest to largest. If there is an even number of observations, it is the average of the 2 middle values. When the data is systematically distributed and you want to account for all values, including extreme ones, you should use the mean. The median is the preferred analytical tool when the data is skewed or contains outliers that may distort the mean. The smaller the spread between the initial or baseline surface temperature and the surface reading at room temperature, the lower the thermal transmittance of that plate bag. Plate carriers with low thermal transmittance readings will trap and retain more heat, making you hotter. The larger the spread between the initial or baseline surface temperature and the surface reading at room temperature, the higher the thermal transmittance of that plate carrier. Plate bags with these larger spreads are better at removing heat to let your body's thermoregulation mechanisms work as naturally as possible. These tables show how the Modular Scalable Vest compares to the other plate carriers tested.
Now let's cover the unique features that the MSV offers.
Like its predecessor, the IOTV, the MSV features a concealed lanyard, allowing for rapid disassembly of the entire armor system. This quick release mechanism is crucial for emergencies, such as when the wearer falls into water or needs to escape a hazardous situation. It also facilitates faster access for medical personnel to reach and treat injuries. As the name implies, the MSV is scalable and can be configured between a low-vis carrier for concealment. The concealable version of the MSV consists of soft ballistic panels that are typically inserted into the outer carrier's front and rear plate bags, but can be removed and worn as a completely separate vest. The MSV features a buckle-fastened cummerbund and shoulder straps for quick donning and doffing, and it also includes removable 6x8 side armor pockets for extra protection.
Next, we'll take a look at the Modular Scalable Vest's attachment mechanisms.
The MSV utilizes MOLLE as its primary attachment mechanism, with alternate methods such as swift clip integration requiring aftermarket additions.
From colorways to sizing, let's talk about the Modular Scalable Vest's variety.
For colors and patterns, the MSV is only available in the multicam-like Operational Camouflage Pattern, or OCP, also known as Scorpion W2. The MSV comes in extra small, small, medium, large, extra large, and 2 extra large sizes, boasting a wider variety of sizing options than the IOTV. The shoulder straps have 4 inches of adjustability, while the cummerbund has 13.5 inches of adjustability. With multiple sizing options, the plate sizes that the MSV accommodates break down as follows. The plate bags will also fit ESAPI plates in the corresponding sizes. The medium-sized plate bag will fit medium SAPI plates, size 9.5 inches by 12.5 inches. The large-sized plate bag will fit large SAPI plates, size 10.5 inches by 13.5 inches. The extra-large sized plate bag will fit extra-large SAPI plates, sized 11.5 inches by 14.5 inches. The MSV side armor pockets will fit 6x8 side armor plates as previously covered.
Country of origin is a critical consideration when selecting a plate carrier. Country of origin is a dependable, but not absolute, indicator of innovation, craftsmanship, and quality. So where does the MSV come from?
The Modular Scalable Vest is produced domestically in the United States from U.S. source materials and is very compliant.
Price is the least important factor when choosing your plate carrier. This is life-preserving gear.
The priority is ensuring that the equipment can perform when needed most. That said, most people using the Modular Scalable Vest haven't purchased it for themselves. It's typically used as part of their standard gear. With the MSV currently not commonly available for private sale, any direct comparisons to commercial pricing is challenging. The exact cost of the Modular Scalable Vest without armor is difficult to determine precisely, as prices vary based on government contracts, manufacturing, and specific configurations. However, estimates for the vest, excluding the ballistic inserts, hard plates and soft armor, typically range between $700 and $1,000. This would include the base carrier's modular components, such as the shoulder straps, cummerbund, and attachment points for pouches and equipment. The overall cost could fluctuate depending on the procurement factors, but this range gives a general idea of the value of the MSV without the armor components.
That concludes a technical overview of the Modular Scalable Vest. We hope that you found it both informative and enjoyable. Do you or have you owned an MSV? What are your thoughts on it? Share your stories and insights in the comments below. If you want the latest in all aspect thermal regulation, follow us on Instagram at Core Performance and subscribe to our Launchpad email list to join us in building a superhuman future. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay frosty. The United States Marine Corps' Plate Carrier Generation 3, or PC Gen 3 as it's called, was first fielded in 2019 to the Marine Corps infantry and infantry-like MOSs. It was designed to replace two legacy armor systems, the IMTV, or Improved Modular Tactical Vest, or the Plate Carrier, also known only as the PC. Aimed at improving Marines' ability to shoot, move, and communicate by eliminating excess bulk, the PC Gen 3 is designed to provide Marines with adaptable protection in any environment. The vest can be worn in various configurations, allowing Marines to adjust their armor level based on mission requirements. With a reduction in weight and a streamlined design intended to improve range of motion, fit, and mobility, the PC Gen 3 is said to improve operational performance in the field. In this Core Performance Insights episode, we explore the PC Gen 3's technical specifications, performance metrics, and comparisons to other plate carriers in use today. Let's get started. We're taking a quick moment to shout out our new ammo sponsor, AmmoMan.com. If you're looking for a reliable, hassle-free way to get your ammo fast, AmmoMan.com has you covered. Here's the deal. They offer free shipping on orders over $99 and only list items that are in stock. So if you see it on their site, it's ready to go. No back orders, no delays. Plus, when you set up an account, you'll earn 2% back on every $100 spent and a faster checkout once you're verified. AmmoMan.com isn't just about ammo. They're backed by real shooters with excellent customer service from actual people. Whether you reach out by phone or email, their team is there to make sure you're taken care of. Depending on when you place your order, you could have your package in just a couple of days. If you're shopping smart, AmmoMan.com is your go-to. Reliable stock, great service, and a team that loves shooting as much as you do. Check them out via links in the video description. Now let's get back to the video. If you're new to this series, our videos are drastically different from typical reviews. They're designed to answer frequent customer questions about how to integrate our Ice Age ecosystem's thermal regulation and hydration tools with popular plate carriers. We take a purely data-driven approach, offering objective, measurable insights backed by instruments and documentation whenever possible. Facts don't change most people's opinions because most people don't base their opinions on facts. Instead, they shape the facts to fit their opinions. We strive to change that. With life-preserving equipment, there is no room for letting bias and emotion stand in the way of performance. In our reviews, you will find no opinions or guesswork, just the empirical facts to help you make informed decisions and unlock your full potential. That's the essence of building a superhuman future. Let's talk relationship disclosures. We have no relationship with the manufacturers of the PC Gen 3. Now let's talk Ice Age ecosystem integration. Upgrading your plate carrier with thermal regulation features boosts performance in austere environments. The PC Gen 3 seamlessly integrates our thermal regulation tools, like the IMS Versa for mounting ice plate, our flagship solution for conductive cooling, heating, and hydration capability. For convective cooling, ice fence pads increase airflow between your body and gear. You can enhance shoulder comfort and load distribution with Ice Fence Classic or Aero shoulder pads. At the same time, Ice Fence Classic plate carrier ventilation pontoons improve airflow by attaching to the body-facing side of your plate bags through our catamaran combo. For those looking for a one-stop solution to older and issued plate carrier pain points, be sure to check out our all-new plate carrier upgrade packages. Depending on your needs, choose between the plate carrier ventilation hydration, and the plate carrier ventilation cooling heating hydration upgrade kits. YouTube shows that only 8% of our viewers are subscribed to our channel. Support liberty. Hit the subscribe, like, and notification buttons to help us empower freedom lovers everywhere. Few things affect performance like weight. Ounces make pounds and pounds make pain. Let's check the dry weight of the PC Gen 3. The PC Gen 3 claims to be 25% lighter than the legacy plate carrier. With just the front and rear plate bags and cummerbunds, the PC Gen 3 weighs in at 2.85 pounds, or 45.6 ounces. Want to see how this compares to other carriers we've tested? Click the link in the show notes below to check out our Best Plate Carriers of 2024 article and video. And be sure to stay tuned for our upcoming Best Plate Carriers of 2025 article and video. Does wet weight matter more than dry weight? Well, that depends on your mission. Whether saltwater or sweat, how well the plate carrier sheds and repels water can greatly impact your performance. Let's dunk the PC Gen 3 and see how it holds up. As with all our tests in the Technical Plate Carrier Overview series, we keep it simple. Submerge the carrier in water for 60 minutes. Hang dry for 60 seconds and record the weight. We run all tests in our new HQ2 facility in Knoxville, Tennessee. to eliminate environmental variables like sunlight or wind. After submerging, the PC Gen 3 weighs 4.05 pounds or 64.8 ounces. For full comparison data, be sure to check out our Best Plate Carriers in 2024 article, linked in the show notes below. Materials are an important factor when it comes to choosing a plate carrier, so let's find out what the PC Gen 3 is made of. The PC Gen 3 is constructed with laser-cut laminate, nylon webbing, hook and loop, and utilizes Duraflex buckles and YKK zippers. The laminated laser-cut material is said to absorb about 7% of water, compared to about 70% with the legacy plate carrier.
What is thermal transmittance, and why does it matter for plate carriers? Thermal transmittance is the rate at which heat moves through a material. In the context of plate carriers, we're specifically talking about the body-facing side of the plate carrier plate bag.
When a material, such as a wall or a plate bag, is well insulated, it has a low thermal transmittance, making it effective at protecting against external temperature changes, ideal for homes, vehicles, or cold weather gear. On the other hand, poorly insulated materials have high thermal transmittance, which benefits active or athletic apparel like running gear, PT outfits, combat uniforms, or plate carriers. High thermal transmittance allows the body to release excess heat generated during intense physical activity. Given that tactical gear inherently provides some level of insulation, choosing equipment like plate carriers and body armor with the highest possible thermal transmittance is crucial. Essentially, you need gear with minimal insulation to enable your body's cooling processes to function optimally, helping you manage body temperatures independently of your gear. This is critical to prevent heat-related issues, ensuring you remain effective and increasing your survival chances in the field. Some plate carriers, like our Ice Plate XO Gen 3, augment and enhance your body's thermal regulation mechanisms, boosting your physiological performance. For carriers lacking this feature, you can integrate items from our Ice Age ecosystem, like the IMS Pro, IMS Versa, Ice Fence, and Catamaran, to improve their thermal efficiency. For a detailed understanding of heat transfer methods and their relevance to your gear, check out the infographics in our Insights blog article, The Methods of Heat Transfer, linked in the show notes below. For all you super nerds out there who want to know the experimental design for our thermal transmittance testing, here it is. Take a FLIR camera surface reading of the body-facing side of the plate bags at room temperature. Place a single ice plate curve, fresh out of the freezer, into the same plate bag. Close the plate bag and place a hard armor plate on top of it for 30 seconds to simulate the effect of putting it on the plate carrier. Use short exposure time to test efficiency, not capacity. Remove the hard armor plate from the surface of the subject plate bag. Take a new FLIR surface temperature reading. With the soft armor inserted, the PC Gen 3 recorded a baseline surface temperature of 74 degrees Fahrenheit and an ice plate inside temperature of 72 degrees Fahrenheit, resulting in a thermal shift of just 2 degrees Fahrenheit. Without the soft armor, the PC Gen 3 recorded a baseline surface temperature of 73 degrees Fahrenheit and an ice plate inside temperature of 51 degrees Fahrenheit. This yields a thermal shift of 22 degrees Fahrenheit. What do these numbers mean? We've added two data tables for an unbiased analytical context, mean on the left and median on the right. As a quick refresher, the mean, often called the average, is the sum of all values divided by the number of values. The median is the middle value of a data set when ordered from smallest to largest. If there is an even number of observations, it is the average of the two middle values. When the data is symmetrically distributed and you want to account for all values, including extreme ones, you should use the mean. The median is the preferred analytical tool when the data is skewed or contains outliers that might distort the mean. The smaller the spread between the initial or baseline surface temperature and the surface reading at room temperature, the lower the thermal transmittance of that plate bag. Plate carriers with low thermal transmittance readings will trap and retain more heat, making you hotter. The larger the spread between the initial or baseline surface temperature and the surface reading at room temperature, the higher the thermal transmittance of that plate carrier. Plate bags with these larger spreads are better at removing heat to let your body's thermal regulation mechanisms work as naturally as possible. Issued plate carriers like the PC Gen 3 highlight a key trade-off. The added shrapnel protection of soft armor comes at the cost of poor thermal transmittance, increasing the risk of heat exhaustion or becoming a heat casualty. When configured without soft armor, the PC Gen 3 exhibits a significantly larger thermal shift and performs better than many tried and true commercially available carriers. This is likely due to modern material choices like laminate and advanced construction methods such as laser cutting. These tables show how the PC Gen 3 compares to the other plate carriers tested.
Now let's cover the unique features that the PC Gen 3 offers.
The PC Gen 3 leverages First Spear 2's rapid release system. This quick detach system allows the Marines to act fast while on missions and remove and reassemble the plate carrier in minimal time. It also facilitates faster access for medical personnel to reach and treat injuries. The PC Gen 3 is scalable and can be configured between the tactical configuration, which is the primary carrier of the infantry marine, a low-profile carrier for reconnaissance marines and vehicle crewmen, and a load-bearing configuration that allows the wearer to appropriately scale when no ballistic protection is required. The load-bearing configuration, combined with the low-profile carrier, provides the wearer a means to don and doff load-bearing equipment quickly, like when exiting a vehicle in a high-threat environment where side plate protection might be required. Next, let's take a look at the PC Gen 3's attachment mechanisms. The PC Gen 3 utilizes MOLLE, Velcro, and is Swift Clip compatible. From colorways to sizing, let's talk about the PC Gen 3's variety. As far as colors and patterns, the PC Gen 3 is only available in Coyote Tan, although a law enforcement version has also been fielded in black. The PC Gen 3 comes in 8 sizes, 3 more than any previous version. The sizes are extra small short, small, small short, small long, medium, large, and extra large. The cummerbund now comes in 3 different sizes, with Marines having the option of choosing a small, medium, or large for more of an individual fit. The PC Gen 3 shoulder straps have 3 inches of adjustability, while the cummerbund has 9 inches of adjustability. With the multiple sizing options, the plate sizes that the PC Gen 3 accommodates break down as follows. Extra small fits 7.25 by 11.5 inch ESAPI plates. Small fits 8.75 by 11.75 inch ESAPI plates. Medium fit 9.5 by 12.5 inch ESAPI plates. Large fits 10.25 by 13.25 inch ESAPI plates. Extra large fit 11.5 by 14.5 inch ESAPI plates. While we don't have the exact dimensions for the additional plate sizes, including extra small short, and small long, they are issued to Marines as required to fit their issued PC Gen 3. The PC Gen 3 side armor pockets will fit 6x8 side armor plates as previously covered. A newly introduced 6x6 armored pocket and side armor plate was also added for shorter stature Marines.
Country of origin is a critical consideration when selecting a plate carrier. It's a dependable, but not absolute, indicator of innovation, quality, and craftsmanship. So where does the PC Gen 3 come from?
The PC Gen 3 is produced domestically in the United States from US sourced materials and is BERI compliant.
Price is the least important factor when choosing a plate carrier. This is life-preserving gear.
The priority is ensuring that the equipment can perform when needed most. That said, most people using the PC Gen 3 haven't purchased it themselves. It's typically issued as part of their standard gear. With the PC Gen 3 not commonly available for private sale, any direct comparisons to commercial pricing is challenging. The exact cost of the PC Gen 3 without armor is difficult to determine precisely, as prices vary based on government contracts, manufacturing, and specific configurations. However, estimates for the vest, excluding the ballistic inserts, hard plates, and soft armor, typically range between $700 and $1,000. This would include the base carrier's modular components, such as the shoulder straps, cummerbund, and attachment points for pouches and equipment. The overall cost could fluctuate depending on procurement factors, but this range gives a general idea of the value of the PC Gen 3 without armor components. Shout out to our friends at TA Targets for supplying the steel we shot in today's video. Built right here in the USA by like-minded patriots, TA Targets brings you portable, durable, and innovative steel target systems designed to elevate your training. Whether you're on the range refining your skills or pushing your limits in drills, TA Targets delivers reliable performance that's made to last. Upgrade your training toolkit with targets you can trust. Visit TATargets.com and don't forget to follow them on Instagram at TA Targets to stay up to date on their latest products.
That concludes our technical overview of the PC Gen 3. We hope you found it both informative and enjoyable. Have you been issued a PC Gen 3? What are your thoughts on it? Share your stories and insights in the comments below.
If you want the latest in all aspect thermal regulation, follow us on Instagram at Core Performance and subscribe to our Launchpad email list to join us in building a superhuman future. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay frosty.